Hello guys, my name is Schulte from the Schulte Sports, and in today's video I will show you how I do cross lineup exercise, where fortunately I did a total clearance, so hopefully I can show you some insights on how to pot balls and make a proper position so you could make more breaks and basically win more. So the first thing what I want to talk about is leave yourself a correct potting angle. So why it's important to leave yourself a correct potting angle? Correct potting angle leads to easier pots and way easier positional play for the next shot. So if you have this in your mind, you're more likely to make more breaks, win more frames and matches. So keep this in mind. Second important thing is to try to think 3 shots ahead. That's really important if you want to improve your positional play and thinking. 3 shots ahead thinking leads to the correct shot selection patterns, which naturally helps you to have better potting angles, control cue ball better, and make more breaks. So in this situation I have cue ball which is lower red, and my thinking is that I need to play a stun shot and leave yourself also lower ping ball spot. Because after this I can make an easy position for another red. And this is how I think about every single cycle when I do 3 shots ahead. The third very important thing to consider is try to leave yourself options. So after this position with the soft scribble shot, I have one ball which goes to the left middle pocket, ball which goes to the right corner pocket, and ball which goes to the left corner pocket. So I left myself 3 options. So I decided which option for me suits the best, which makes my cue ball control way easier. So try to have as many options as possible, and then you will notice that your positional play will improve. The fourth thing what I want to talk about is try to limit cue ball movement. So you need to learn how to play stun shots, soft scribble shots, because in this case your cue ball moves less, you're more likely to make a better position and continue break. I noticed that many players are moving cue ball a lot, they're using cushions, side spin shots, and then it looks great, it looks beautiful, but it's not that effective. So in this break, you can see that I try to be as soft and smooth as possible, so my cue ball didn't move a lot, so I could make a correct pot angles for myself. So keep this in mind. And when you're gonna do this cross lineup routine, you will notice that if you want to be consistently making big breaks, you have to use lots of stun and soft scribble shots, because it limits cue ball movement and makes your position better. The fifth thing you absolutely must apply is try to play slow or medium pace, and just in general try to be smooth. I can see players all around the world make a huge mistake when they try to use a quick reaction and play hard shots. So the reason is that even if your thinking is correct, you will lose your cue ball no matter how good you're thinking. That's really important, and I really want that you apply this into your game, especially in this routine when most of the reds are around ping ball spot and you need to control cue ball at a close distance. So try to apply this, please. The sixth thing what I want to talk about, that I recommend for you to stay still during and after the shot. The reason is that your cue delivery becomes more consistent, and when your delivery becomes more consistent, naturally your positional play also becomes better. Steve Davis on 80s started to do this at extreme extent, and you can see that he became a very good player. He won 6 world championships and many more titles. So that's a very valuable tip, and many of today's professionals using this because it helps a lot to be a better player. So stay still during and after the shot, and I'm sure that your consistency will improve. Seventh tip is try to keep your tempo consistent. It doesn't really matter slow, fast or medium. Everybody has their own tempo, natural tempo, which suits them. But what actually is important to keep this consistent throughout the break. Your tempo should be the same, like you play first shot and the last shot. On ideal world, of course, your tempo changes dependent, what kind of difficulty shot you play and what kind of problem you solve. But if we talk about shots like here, like routine shots, try to have a consistent tempo. So I want to share two different player examples which in my opinion have a beautiful tempo. So first player is Mark Selby and second player is Judd Trump. So Judd Trump is more natural instinctive player and Mark Selby is more calculated, determined player. And both styles work. Mark, what he does really well when he does his thinking, which he does a lot, which is completely positive in my opinion. When he approaches and he does his feathers and strikes the ball, it's all about 8 seconds. If we talk about Judd, he's walking faster and thinking faster, but he's also striking the ball pretty much same time span. So let's say if Mark Selby average time is about 25 seconds, 24 seconds, in the serious tournaments. So Judd's average shot clock is about 18, 19. But the most important and crucial thing is, to keep consistency correct. And then it helps you to be in the natural rhythm, natural flow, and you're more likely to pot more balls and more breaks. And if you rush or play too slow, you're more likely to do stupid mistakes. So keep this in mind. Watch those players and try to watch how consistent they are in their rhythm and tempo. So the last 8th thing I want to talk about, after all reds potted, you need to get a proper position for the yellow ball, which I did in this situation. So I play with the stand shot and I always try to get position lower yellow ball because it allows me to play without any rest and naturally make position with touch of stun for the green ball. That's really important. Here you need to get a proper position for the yellow, because if you get a proper position for the yellow, it is more chance to make proper position for the other balls. And color clearance is like a routine clearance which top players or strong intermediate players clearing all the time. And here is all about execution, trusting your technique and finishing everything. When you are special under pressure and you play in the starting frame, you want to keep everything consistent. And it doesn't really matter what outcome you will get, just try to keep this in mind. Consistency is the king. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video and you got lots of value. Try to use all 8 tips to improve your game, and I'm sure that you will improve a lot. Let me know in the comment section how you are doing this exercise and how you're improving. So that was Schulte. Thanks for watching, and until next video, take care.